Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, YouTube TV's adding one of its most requested feature, a back button, a way to jump back to its last channel. We'll tell you more in a second. We talked about several cable TV companies shutting down their TV service last week. Oh, hey, we're starting a new week and we have another company shutting down its TV service. We'll tell you which one and what they're doing to replace it. And Bally Sports and Major League Baseball may have a deal, but 3 MLB teams may be looking for new TV deals here very soon. We'll let you know everything we know about the new Bally Sports and Major League Baseball TV contract. These stories and more coming up here in a quick second. If you're new here, though, do me a big favor. Check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself and come up with your own opinion. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. With that said, let's dive into the news of the day, starting off with YouTube TV's adding a back button to jump back to the last channel you were watching. Now, this message is popping up. Most people tell me they're seeing it on Apple TVs. I've had one reader say they saw it on a Roku. This is part of a beta test rolling out. Not everybody has it. And if you do have it, you'll get a big pop-up on your screen letting you know. But according to YouTube TV, if you hold down the select or OK button, depending on what kind of remote you have, if you hold it down, it'll jump back to the last channel. Now, this is the last channel you watched. It will jump back to the live moment, not the last place you watched with it. Now, already YouTube TV offers ability on all their devices, all their smart TV devices, to be able to see the most recent channels. If you press down twice, it'll show you a row of most recently viewed channels. I love that during sports. I can jump around real quick. But I know a lot of people have asked, hey, I want to be able to go back and forth between two channels. You're used to doing that with cable TV. Now you can with YouTube TV. Again, though, being rolled out right now, not available to everybody, not available on all devices. And there's nothing you can do to force this update to come to you faster. When YouTube TV decides this beta test is ready for new people, they'll roll it out to new people. All right, next story up. Another cable TV company is shutting down, and this time replacing their TV service with Fire TV sticks and a streaming service. If you live in parts of Nebraska or Indiana, you may find out or may have heard that Great Plains Communications, which offers cable TV, phone, and internet service in quite a few areas, is shutting down their traditional cable TV service and moving customers to Fire TV sticks for a new streaming service called GPCI TV. It's basically their cable service but streamed online. Same price. So why are they doing this? Why are they taking the time to shut down their cable TV, give out free Fire TV sticks, and force people to switch over? Well, that allows them to focus 100% of their bandwidth going down the pipe to your home on internet instead of having to subdivide it a little bit for their legacy TV service. They don't have to worry about maintaining legacy equipment. Now, with this, you may want to shop around, see what your deals are in other areas, because the pricing is not any cheaper from what we could see online. When we talked to a representative over at Great Plains Communications, they said they are not offering the legacy service any longer. It's only the streaming version through this. Now, it's available on other devices too, but they're offering free Fire TV sticks to affected customers. One more cable TV company. In total, in the last few weeks, we've heard about 4 cable TV companies completely shutting down in the case of one, and 3 others announcing plans to shut down their TV service or replace it with a streaming-only service here in the next few months. It's a growing trend. I think in total in the last year, 6 or 7 cable TV companies have decided that TV is just not worth it. In the words of one of these companies, it just doesn't make sense anymore to offer TV. So few people offer it. One company said only about 20% of the residents or their customers took television as part of the bundle. It's just not where people are watching TV anymore. All right, next up, Bally Sports and Major League Baseball may be close to a deal. There was a court hearing on Friday that no official decisions were made, but Bally Sports and Major League Baseball said they were close to a deal. Now, the catch here is, of the remaining 11 teams, 3 of them apparently may not make it. There's rumors that 2 of them for a while may be dropped. We're not sure who these 3 teams would be necessarily. We'll see what happens. The Texas Rangers are reportedly to be one of them, but according to the Rangers and the Guardians, but the third team that may be dropped is unknown. So according to Bally Sports, 3 teams who are currently not contemplated to be in the fold when it comes to this new deal that will apparently allow, according to rumors, Major League Baseball to air their games on Bally Sports through the 2024 season, and then at the end of the season, the TV rights will return to all teams. The Guardians reportedly have been wanting Bally Sports to guarantee money by getting some type of funds raised for them. That may be one of the reasons why Bally Sports is looking to drop them. But what's basically happening here is Bally Sports may say, hey, these select number of teams are profitable, we want to keep them. These 3 teams over here are not. Who's the 3rd team there? I want to know. Who do you think that Bally Sports would be most likely to drop? But the judge kicked the can down to early January. They said, hey, okay, so you come to us, say you're working on a deal, you have a framework done, you need more time. He's given them another court date in early January to try to figure this out. We'll see how that all works in the weeks and months to come. Will they actually reach a deal? It's not final. This could fall apart. All right. ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC owners, in our next story up, want the FCC to change the rules to reduce limitations on local channel ownership. Currently, the FCC has a rule that says that one TV company can't own more than one of the big 4 networks, ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC, in a single market. Now, they can own more than one television station in a single market. For example, you can own ABC and a CW affiliate and an independent station in the same television market. But they did this to kind of encourage diversification, that one town wouldn't be dominated news-wise by a single company. Well, local TV stations want that changed. They're pointing to internet and other places that local news is no longer dominated just by television and newspaper. For a long time, there was a rule that if you owned a major newspaper, you couldn't also own a radio station and a TV station or a TV station in that same market. Now, there's a few exemptions here. For example, I live in a market that's kind of a split market where there is a Battle Creek ABC station, also owned by a Grand Rapids NBC station, but the markets are so close, they overlap a little bit. That's fine. But for example, you can't be Scripps and own a Fox and a CBS affiliate in the same market, for example. Now they want to change that to allow that. What do you think? Should major broadcasters be allowed? There's already been a huge consolidation of a lot smaller TV companies being bought out by bigger ones. Could we see that continue if the rules change? Leave me a comment, let me know. Does that scare you? Are you concerned at all about that? I'd love to hear from you. Deal of the day. If you're looking for a streaming player, if you hurry, in some areas this may still be able to be delivered before Christmas, but the Roku Streaming Stick 4K, it's on sale for just $39. It's a really great deal. If you missed their Black Friday deal, hey, here's another option for you. Very powerful streaming player, many popular apps like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube TV, and other popular streaming services are included in it. Down from $49.99. Link in the show notes if you want to find out more about it. Hey, are you overpaying for internet? One of the things a lot of internet providers do when they hear you're canceling their TV service, they say, hey, while you're going to stream, you're going to need tons of internet. Buy our most expensive internet package. Turns out you really don't need that much speed to stream content. It's actually kind of surprising. Shelby did a great story on it. It breaks down several different services, including Netflix's recommendation, YouTube's recommendation, and YouTube TV, same recommendation for speeds, and some others. Give you an idea how much speed you really need. And surprisingly, you may be able to get away with a lot slower speed and cheaper internet packages than what you're paying for now. Now with this though, the good news is if it doesn't work for you, you can always upgrade. So check that out. Link in the show notes down below to Shelby's story to see out there which speed packages you really need for what you want to do. For example, how many streams? Are you going to be streaming 5 TVs at once? Or are you going to just have 1 or 2 TVs? That does impact how fast you'll be going there. All right, you might be owed money from Apple. Apple's been ordered to pay $25 million as part of a class action settlement deal. And part of this, you may be owed money if you were part of a family share group from June 21st, 2015 through January 30th, 2019. And were a U.S. citizen during that time. If you want to see if you're eligible and learn more, there's a link in the show notes down below so you can decide to see if you are eligible for part of that $25 million that Apple is paying out. And our last story before we get into the question of the day, the Pac-12 network's death may be here. Pac-12 network has announced that or filed paperwork to lay off 141 staff starting in January, going through June. It's been long rumored that when the Pac-12 becomes the Pac-2, because there's only going to be 2 teams after next summer left in the Pac-12 right now, that the TV network will shut down. It seems like that network is preparing to that. There's rumors for a long time that come next summer the network will cease operations. Though there are apparently efforts to keep the network alive. We'll see what plays out here, but they're preparing for the ability to lay off staff by filing some paperwork to do that for 141 of their staff. I feel horrible about that. Fortunately, it's not unexpected. There's been long rumors that we were headed this way. We'll have to keep a close eye on it. But are you a Pac-12 fan? Are you happy about the changes to Pac-12? Or are you sad about it? I'd love to hear from you. All right, question of the day. Every day I try to answer 1 or 2 questions that you leave me in the comments down below. If you have a question for me, start it off with like a question for Luke in the comments so I know it's something you want me to address here in the video. But today's question is, how come cell phone operators, people like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and others, aren't doing more to compete with Comcast, AT&T's fiber, and other ones to bring more internet options? Why can't we all just go on wireless? Well, they are in some ways. So this is the new 5G home fixed internet from T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and others. Why isn't it available everywhere yet? Why, if I have cellular service from that company, why can't I just do it? Well, they're trying to beef up these networks to ensure it can handle the demand and the capabilities and the speed requirements for it. That's why they're slowly rolling this out. T-Mobile recently just got new spectrum that will allow them to roll out faster 5G in many areas, which should allow them to bring 5G home internet to more areas. Verizon says they're working on rolling that out, and AT&T is doing the same. But they're doing things like running more fiber lines to towers to ensure that tower, for example, can handle more demand for data. Upgrading them to the ultra wideband for Verizon, for example, to be able to handle more devices and more demand. Slowly, they are working to become a major ISP. A lot of people have pointed to 5G home internet as a serious threat to traditional cable TV internet services. But it's not going to happen overnight. They're slowly upgrading their networks, making sure they're not going to overwhelm them. For example, in my neighborhood, for a while, they sold Verizon 5G home internet. They've since stopped that, said, hey, we kind of reached the level until we upgrade the network farther to support that. So that's why it may not be available in your area, hopefully soon though. Well, that's it for today. I hope you had a fantastic day. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. If you're about to head out for the holidays, I hope you have a fantastic holiday no matter what you may celebrate. Merry Christmas from my family to yours. I'll be here all week. Take care, everybody.